Like I said in the title, this is going to be boring. I'm streaming, doing some setup. I've got all my cameras going, got some audio going. My main goal tonight is basically share what I'm doing and I guess you could call it the flow of what I'm messing with. I'm going to alter my existing Ableton set. I'll be sharing that over to the screen here in a minute. If there's nobody there, you can see this in the replay. Make a noise. I see we've got 2 people watching, so bear with me while I play around. Tonight, setting up open broadcast, we're setting up Ableton, setting up a second instance of Ableton for my lights. And there's the lights. So now you can see what this is going to look like. Currently, we got tempo synced across everything, including the randomizer that's doing the lights. I will get this camera looking at that screen here in a second. That was my chair. So you see what all the cameras I've got going on. You can see this one here. You can see this one here. You can see this one here. I've got the one up front that's looking at everything. This guy, you don't want to see this. But he can see that. Maybe. You can see I've got Ableton running here with a whole bunch of oscillators that's got my lights going. There's a little delay on my mic right now, so I got to set my Osceo samples lower. Or run the mic direct. Put that back on the deck. You don't want to see this. You can see my legs. There we go. So the deck camera is going to show you the equipment I've got up here. Got the launch control laptop, chaos pad, chaos oscillator. You can probably see the keyboard there now. Maybe not. Yep, there it is. Then over here you can see the mouse, but under that you can see my my keyboard, Rolly keyboard. Then we got the drum pads. Got my mixer here, touch screen. So I use an analog synthesizer in the rack. It has this screen here that allows me to modify everything. Looks like I'm having some difficulties getting that in. So troubleshooting begins. I'll go ahead and throw the screen up. You can see what I'm working with over here. You can see my audio in. The Restream chat is not connecting off of OBS, so I am not seeing any feedback. There we go. So we've got that synth running. It's from my damaged drum set. You see, if you look up there on the screen share, what I'm playing with. Messing with the synths to get everything through. No one knows how to fix it. No one knows how to fix it. No one knows how to fix it. No one knows how to fix it.
The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers. The following program contains language which may be
disturbing to my old stuff. You'll recognize this.
The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers. The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers. The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers. The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers. The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers. The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers. The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers. The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers. The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers. The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers. The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers.
Let's try to get this more real time. Mike. Again, playing with the settings here. Get that cleared. There's my vocal. As you can see, got a lot going on. Dropping this down. See if I can get this real time. There might be a little distortion, but now I can actually sound like I'm hearing myself in real time. The more CPU time I use, the weirder this is going to sound. Let's go look at our samples. I'm going to put kind of a drone over here on one of these. I like using, if you look at glitch.cool, they have just amazing sets of samples, mainly glitch with friends, that sort of thing. You can get the fun stuff like this. So I'm going to drop this over here, and I can trigger that using my pad, and then bring the volume up. And I have this going over to the synths, so we have some nice delay happening with that. So when it goes, and bring that up. Now let's toss in some of the, bring this in, toss it over to a send. This is the one I like. And we get the other cameras up, kind of show what we're doing on the deck when that's happening. So I got the deck camera over here. If you want, I can add the screen capture to this, but I figured just having the deck camera would be the biggest thing that's going on. To see what I'm doing over here. So I have all this synchronized with MIDI. There's a cable management underneath that you do not want to see. But what I've got going on up here, the green shows that this drone is still going on. Get the mouse out of the way. This mixer down here is just a MIDI control mixer that I use for get this up a little bit, get this out of the way. There we go. That I use. Let me get my face out of the microphone. I basically use that just like a regular mixer, but I like to bring in my different weird noises. Of course, anyone familiar with Ableton and using it live, something that I'm still an amateur at, but really familiar with your control surfaces, your control buttons, all your other mixers. I can also control the synths here, and then control what gets triggered up here. That's a what do they call that? A control pad, Novation's control pad. This is the cheap one. I don't do heavy duty DJing. If I did, I'd probably have one of the Control Pad Pro, or even Native Instruments, or Ableton's professional one that's a big metal box and takes up more space than this. But I built this deck specifically around using what I got. I also like using outboard stuff like the Chaos Pad and Chaosilator. And I can use that. I can either load samples into that, record samples in real time into that, or use the built-in. So like in this case, I trigger a beat. That's just built in, literally using samples that get re-triggered. Anyone, again, probably knows Ableton better than me, will know exactly what that's doing, just looping it over and over again. Coming over here to the touch screen. Use that with the outboard analog synth. Drop an octave down. Using my LPD over here. Then drop this down. I'm just goofing around. I don't think this is the pad I want to keep here. This is a Rolly Seaboard. This is probably one of the most fun instruments you can get. Get rid of that real quick. This thing is an MPE controller. It literally, you can use it like a piano, but it has touch sensitive keys that will change with basically kind of how you stroke and press on the little buttons there. They're soft, they're tender, they make little noises. They're probably going to send me a cease and desist because it looks like I'm molesting their keyboard. But I don't like that noise, so let's find another one. I want my mouse back. Told you anyone looking for entertainment tonight was going to be boring. It's going to be boring. I'm going to switch back over to the screen share. There we go. Now you can see what I'm fucking with over here. Guess I should have put in the a disclaimer in my stream that says I use foul language. I did put on here that this is not for kids. So that should go without saying. So we're going to play with the Seaboard right here. So let's take a look at the settings. What do we got? I'm going to bring this over here so everybody can see what I'm looking at. So let's do more of a chill wave. See what this sounds like. I like that noise. I hit my glasses on the microphone. Yeah, no, that's cool. Let's unselect that. Let's see what we got for Cinematica. That's kind of cool. What do we got for Creepshow? Let that load. That's using a lot of CPU. You guys want to have an ambient night tonight? I can continue with that sound. I'll leave that. I think I'm going to leave that sound on there. I like it. So, what else we got? See, I'm the bass bastard. I like bass. A lot of people argue with me over what bass is. Bass is a frequency. Bass is what moves you. Anyone out there with a subwoofer, when this starts kicking in, if you got the subwoofer going, this is going to start shaking your whole house. Bass is a force of fucking nature. tonight's just about experimenting. I'm not trying to be super musical on this. Let's bring this over here and take a look. Now we've got everything. Play with some ambience. Experimenting isn't always pretty. All right, I'm going to select a patch at random on the Behringer. Kind of an ambient one. Okay, that was the trip. I love it when I run across an ARP accidentally. The problem with the DeepMind VST over here it doesn't always show me everything that's going on down here with this guy. Because that's the analog guy that's actually doing the hard work for this guy. So if I select over here, I have to actually look down here to see that's a glass pad. Ooh, let's drop that an octave. Let's hear what that sounds like. It's kind of cool. I wonder if I have anybody with me over here still. All right, I'm going to start playing with some of the samples up here. And Control, Marco, my brother, I love you. But I'm not the only reason you're deaf. I'm just like 90% of it, brother. But I love you. And that's all that counts. I'm just going to leave like all the fucking cameras up though, so I can just go over here and go. All right, so I'm going to turn off all of the effects on all these samples over here because this board is lit up like a mofo and y'all can see it. So I'm going to go in here and just show you some examples of what I've got rolling. Let's see, that's the 1, 2, and 3 are just drum beats. So I'm going to put this over here where you can see the whole layout. There's a knob in the way. That's why I can't do it all the way. And you see this right here? That's a knob. You're looking at my knob. Like I said, these first three are literally just drum beats. That's just a noise.
I feel good. I feel good.
I like that sound. It just makes you go. Makes you go. Yeah.
There's only one thing we can do.
You'll all die.
There's only one thing we can do.
So I bought a whole bunch of movie sample packs, kung fu movies, horror movies, and shit like that. And then you've got the Glitch with Friends, which is where like some of that comes from. Plus and of course, a lot of my shows I like to start out with the
The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers.
Yep,
The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers.
I've already told you that.
The following program contains language which may be disturbing
Then
to
I
some
can just,
viewers.
use my
The
knobs
following program contains
to bring
language
in
which may be
effects.
disturbing to some viewers.
and
The following
make it
program
delay
contains
out.
language which may be disturbing to some viewers.
Add some more
The following
warpiness,
program
some
contains
weird
language which may
noises.
be disturbing to some viewers. The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers. The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers. The following program contains language which may be disturbing to some viewers.
All right, back to the samples.
People will kill you. All in your mind.
You're insane.
Let's go.
That abnormal creature is human. His mind became a black and evil thing. Probing into the perverted knowledge of ancient sorcery and demonology.
Game over!
If you don't know what that one's from, I don't know what to say to you, man. I'm just going to let this guy over here just like bump you in the head. So this guy right here just bump. He ain't got no balls.
Heathen god.
We're walking towards doomsday here.
You like killing.
Let's go.
He's a dirty little bitch. Jam a ball gag in my mouth.
Yeah, I like that one.
He's a dirty little bitch. Jam a ball gag in my mouth. Yeah. Oh, God!
Creatures of the devil.
End of the world party. End of the...
Why am I really here? Why me?
Skin on my penis is very clean.
screaming flesh. Well, he doesn't even seem to be human.
Then you've heard that one. We did that one together. If you've been with me since the beginning of the evening anyway.
The skin on my penis is very clean.
We'll forget I said that. Because I didn't. We know who said that. Some of us should know who said that. My wife knows who said that. The glasses, by the way, are for reading. I saw my wife already answered that question. Crystal takes good care of me. She makes sure that I can see what I'm doing so I don't fall over things and stuff. And thank you, Rusty. Any noise requests? I mean, I got all kinds of shit in here I can play with. I'm reading YouTube right now because, like I said, I can't see both my Twitch and my YouTube comments right now because Restream is sitting here just got that little circle going. That might have been my stomach. All right, let's throw some effects back on this baby. I like how that sounds. We're going to go with so the Korg K-Oscillator Pro. It has built-in drum beats. And I can just sit there and play. Make weird noises, you know. And then over here, I have a bunch of weird software and shit. Heaviosity is a Native Instruments. Well, Heaviosity uses Native Instruments Contact, which is what all this comes from. It's Heaviosity's Damage drum kits. Now, I like having the hi-hat going up there. And the reason I like having the hi-hat going up there is it just gives me that heartbeat, kind of. Put a kick in there. That gives me my one, give my downbeat. Then I can come over here and trigger things. And the reason I always have that going is it's a crutch. I'm not a pro at the sampling thing and noise making thing. I just sit here and just hit shit until it makes sense or it doesn't make sense and you guys just kind of hang out. I think it's cool. So I use that whenever I go over here to trigger my pads that have the built-in and some of the beats that I built going on. Let me throw that in there. When I start throwing noises behind it. See if I find something neat. Analog. There we go. Let's find the noise first. I like finding ARPs like this that'll just sit there and just run. I just hit D, and I have D. Drop to C. That's E minor, then go to G. There's going to be a G major in this. Back to E minor. I think you can kind of see what I'm doing down there. It's going to be A minor. Let's fuck it up with the B flat. We're just going to make the G minor. Then I add the B flat to the ARP, and then drop this up, make it the G minor, and then make it major again. Then flat the third, make it minor. And drop back to D. Kind of like that, very cinematic. And yes, Marco, this is how I write some of the shit for your movies and stuff, is I will sit here and just make noise on this until something pretends to make sense. Let's go to A minor here. It'd be an A minor until I hit F, then it'll be an F major. Then I go to E and make it a minor again. If you're hearing that staticky noise, that's me overdriving the CPU a little bit. Because all of this is being done on one laptop. As far as the noise. And then the lights are being done over here with this machine. And the other machine's doing the video broadcast. I wonder if I should get something to drink. Don't you love synthesizers? I love synthesizers. I love them. I like to play with them. So I'm going to send my vocals over to some strange effects. See if I can make myself sound weird. I'm going to join the chaos. Let's see what this does. Just add this over through here. Just some weird. What am I going to do? My voice go crazy. Now. I had to get that off my voice. All right. Thank you to my friends for hanging out. I think I'm going to call it an evening. See if I can do this without knocking my skull off over there. Thank you, seriously. This is fun. I've been needing to clear my head this way. Just get in here and just fuck around, but also getting some feedback, getting the lights going. It's just cool. Love you guys.